Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WTW Mayhem. I am Thomas Drake, and it looks like Ace Armbruster is going to open us up here tonight. Ace Armbruster attacked Jackson Hendricks with the belt during his interview with Deuce Duffler, beating him on the back, leaving several welts on the man's back. And I think we're all kind of expecting an explanation out of Ace for the why. My guess would be it has something to do with what happened at Reborn when Hendrix eliminated him in the Gauntlet Eliminator.
Cut my music! Hi, WTW. I'm sure you're wanting an explanation on why I just took literal belt to ass to Jackson Hendricks a couple weeks ago. Well, I'll give you a little backstory on the real character of Jackson Hendricks. Yeah, he's a great wrestler. Some would say he's the best in the yard. But that's where the greatness, the politeness, and the goodness stops with Jackson Hendricks. Behind the stage, behind the scenes, behind the stage, behind the apron, that man is an asshole. A manipulative, conniving, egotistical asshole. And he proved it at Reborn. He literally took advantage of me when I was sitting there with my back turned to him. Is that really what good people do? I don't think so. Jackson Hendricks, you're the cancer in WTW, and I'm the chemotherapist that was sent here to eradicate your ass.
Well, you heard it there from Ace Armbruster, and it looks like Jackson Hendricks is going to have something to say about what Ace Armbruster just said. Ace felt that he'd taken advantage of, but I think we all know that's not exactly how it happened at Reborn. Ace took advantage of Jetpack and got himself eliminated is what happened. But let's see what Jackson Hendricks has to say here.
You know, Ace, what kills me the most about you is when I look at you, I see a guy with potential. I see a guy who's accomplished a lot, but I see a guy who's too egotistical to get out of his own way. Secondly, you tell these people that I'm an egotistical maniac behind the scenes, behind the stage. I never hid from any of my mistakes in the past. I came out here day one and told these people that I hated who I'd become and that they deserve something far better than what I gave them in the past. And that is what I'm trying to do, is give them far better than what they ever had from me before. And so when I came out here tonight, every single part of me wanted to come down here and whoop your ass. Every single part. But then I thought about it. I'm not going to stoop myself down to your level, Ace. What I'm going to do is I know how egomaniacs like yourself, like King Krunch, like Wesley Walker look, and how they are. I'm going to beat you when it counts. So at AfterShock, it's me versus you. Let's finish this whole thing that started on day one of this, and I'm going to beat you when it matters the most, Ace.
How many times have you said that, and how many times have you succeeded, Jackson Hendricks?
Guess we're going to find out at AfterShock.
Yes.
Ace looking for a cheap shot. Hendricks ducks. Hendricks throwing a couple forearms. Ace shutting him out with a clothesline. Duck from Hendricks. Sling blade. Swing blade.
I'll see you at AfterShock, Ace.
These two men, Jackson Hendricks versus Ace Armbruster. These two men will meet at AfterShock.
Hey, Ace. I gotta talk to you, man. First, in our tag team match, you try to give me the bad. You try to get me to cheat. You try to get me to go against all of my morals. Second, at Reborn, right after I saved your ass, you rolled me up and got me eliminated. Third, 2 weeks ago, I saw what you did to Jackson Hendricks, and I just can't align with that.
Alright, so for one with Reborn, I thought I taught you. You have to do what you have to do to win in this company, in this business, just in everything in wrestling. That's why we lost. You didn't do what you had to do. Second, want to go on Reborn? I saw an opportunity to win a match, and I took it. I taught you that. It's just what you got to do. Third, Jackson, that's personal. That's a blood feud. I fucking hate that man. I'm gonna do what I have to do to kick his ass and show them that I'm the best.
Alright, man. Well, I appreciate you taking me under your wing. I appreciate you getting me here to WTW. But if that's how you're gonna roll, then I can't be in this friendship with you anymore.
Okay, you know what? Well, fine. That's fine. But without me, your wrestling career is going to end up being just like your baseball career. Just keep that in mind, okay? I don't need you. You need me.
All right, man. Well, we'll see if you're right about that.
I know I am. Don't worry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we saw there at the opening, it's going to be Ace Armbruster and Jackson Hendricks at AfterShock. And I can't wait to see what comes to a head there. Those two men with a visceral hatred for one another. And I can't wait to see how it plays out. But up next, we have Jetpack, we have Rakesh, following Juggernaut's win over WTF in the Nex-Gen Tournament. Here's our second match, Jetpack and Rakesh. And we know the winner of this match will go on to face Juggernaut in the Nex-Gen Tournament Finals at AfterShock. But which one is it going to be? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this underway. Jetpack, Rakesh, Nex-Gen Tournament. Rakesh making his way to the ring here. Rakesh with a strong performance and a strong showing in the Gauntlet Eliminator at Reborn, but we haven't seen him since
The best in the world! Oh, there's another one of me in the ring.
Oh my. Rakesh has to know what type of opportunity this is for his career. If he can make it to the Nex-Gen Finals at AfterShock,
Best in the world!
and maybe even win the gold, that could jumpstart his career to new heights that we had never seen him accomplish here in WTW. But on the other side of that coin, we have the newcomer, the very impressive in the couple matches that he's been in, the tag team match on Mayhem Episode 2 and the Reborn Gauntlet Eliminator, both very strong showings from Jetpack. You saw the falling out there with Ace Armbruster earlier tonight. Jetpack wants to do things the right way in his career, and he didn't think that aligning with Ace was going to be the best thing for him. He doesn't see eye to eye with him morally, but here tonight he's got to focus on Rakesh because this is a huge opportunity at hand. Jetpack versus Rakesh.
Weighing in at 255 pounds from a remote, unnamed village in northern Pakistan, Rakesh. And fighting out of this corner, weighing in at 147 pounds from Wichita, Kansas, we have Jetpack.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Are we ready?
Wait. Can we get a pat down? Oh, that's
new official for getting a standard security check for here this pat down to make sure there's no weapons here. It is clearly his first match officiating. There's no doubt about that.
Ring the bell!
Let's get this thing underway. Jetpack, Rakesh, collar elbow tie up, driving Jetpack into the corner, throwing some punches to the midsection, and using the power that we saw at Reborn to toss the smaller man and Jetpack across the ring. Rakesh off the ropes, leg drop. Leg drop by Rakesh. And following it up with a beautifully executed vertical suplex by Rakesh, cover, and a kick out at 2 by Jetpack. Both of these men know the opportunity at hand. Rakesh laying in these blows, ground and pound by Rakesh on the former baseball star. The strong showing here, and it looks like he was talking a bit of trash there too. We have number Rakesh, Jetpack countered. What a maneuver by Jetpack. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Rakesh. Jetpack hit that move out of nowhere, and that's one thing that we've come to know of him in his short career here so far in WTW is that spontaneous offense. His opponents always need to be on the lookout. They always need to be cautionary of his offense because Jetpack can hit any move from any time. And Jetpack followed up with some strikes and a knee to the corner on Rakesh. These men know what's on the line. The Nex-Gen Tournament Finals at AfterShock. One of these men will go one-on-one with Juggernaut. Cover by Jetpack. Cover 1, 2. Rakesh staying in it. These two men know what's on the line. The Nex-Gen Championship. What an opportunity to win that championship that has so much history, so much prestige here in the history of WTW. Rakesh countering. Double underhook. Butterfly DDT by Rakesh. Cover 1, 2. And a kick out by Jetpack. Early frustration sitting in for Rakesh here. Pounding the mat. Maybe Rakesh thought he was going to be able to put Jetpack away earlier than he has been able to so far. But these two men have been back and forth. Rakesh using his strength, Jetpack using his spontaneous offense, and Rakesh taking his head off with that clothesline. Rakesh calling him Batman, alluding to his baseball career, taking his head off with that clothesline, and another one! Rakesh is in full control of Jetpack right now. An eye for 1. And a blow by Rakesh. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Jetpack. Rakesh using his strength and his size to be in control of this match over Jetpack so far. Jetpack's going to have to make some adjustments here if he wants to get back into it. Rakesh looking to stalk Jetpack. Jetpack counters, dodging out of the way. Rakesh hitting that post. Jetpack dragging him back into the ring here. Maybe trying to roll him over. And a famous serve by Jetpack to Rakesh. Jetpack cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Rakesh. Jetpack hitting that famouser, dodging out of harm's way when Rakesh had him in mind for that big blow, but the Jetpack was able to get out of the way and going on to the stomps. That might have been a big turning point in this moment for Jetpack because it looked like Rakesh was in control early on, but Jetpack, that might have just been exactly what he needed. Jetpack dropping those blows on Rakesh, going for another cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Rakesh surviving here from Jetpack. Both of these men throwing everything they have at each other, the kitchen sinks so far in this match, to see who's going to go on to AfterShock to face Juggernaut for the Next-Gen Championship. Jetpack stalking Rakesh, looking for the jumping DDT. Rakesh pushing him off. Counter. Spear by the Pakistani native. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jetpack. I just want to say, I've heard that Rakesh is from Iraq, Pakistan, Iran, but we don't know where. Rakesh with that rib kick to Jetpack. Rakesh had that jumping DDT scouted and following it up with a spear, taking Jetpack's right out of his socks in an elbow to Jetpack by Rakesh. Rakesh shoving him into the corner and following it up with that clothesline. Rakesh, Jetpack down and out in the corner, and Rakesh looking to stalk him here. What could Rakesh have in mind? Bronco Buster! We saw him hit that on Juggernaut in the Gauntlet Eliminator, and once again he hits it on Jetpack here. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jetpack again. Jetpack surviving. Rakesh currently in control after that Bronco Buster. But Rakesh, Jetpack speed might be wearing out Rakesh here, because when Jetpack does get in some offense, it is very high octane, and it can be hard for the other opponent to keep up with, especially the bigger, stronger man in Rakesh. Referee checking on Rakesh and Jetpack here, making sure both competitors are okay. Rakesh looking to get up to his feet. Rakesh looking to get up to his feet here. Picking Jetpack up. Jetpack counter. Jumping DDT by Jetpack. Cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Rakesh. Jetpack with that jumping DDT out of nowhere, and exactly to what I was saying earlier in this match. Jetpack's offense can come at anywhere at any time, and his opponents have to always be on guard and cautious of that high-octane offense. Jetpack worn down, though, unable to capitalize following that DDT, possibly due to the damage that Rakesh has done out in this match so far. Jetpack maybe looking for a cross arm breaker. Rakesh counters, back suplex, cover. 1, 2, Jetpack surviving. Rakesh again having Jetpack scouted and using his strength to his advantage to counter that move by Rakesh. We did see the strength on full display at Reborn, and we're seeing it here, proving that Reborn was not a one-off fluke. This is who Rakesh is as a competitor. Stop! Rakesh wearing down the smaller man, using that size and stature, and once again stalking his opponent as we've seen him do throughout this match. Jetpack trying to get up to his feet here. Rakesh spear into the corner. And Rakesh drilling his shoulder, giving everything he had into Jetpack. And the pain's going to be too much for Jetpack to withstand. He drops. And a splash by Rakesh. Cover. 1, 2. And once again, Jetpack is staying into this match. Jetpack able to kick out of that splash there, but again, as I've noticed here and a couple times in this match, Jetpack is going to have to adjust if he wants to go into AfterShock to face Juggernaut. This match has been a little bit more Rakesh. Rakesh has been able to use that strength and size better than Jetpack has been able to use his speed and unpredictability so far, and he's going to need a serious adjustment if he wants to be able to win this contest. Rakesh trying to get up to his feet here. Both men trying to get up to their feet. Both men have thrown plenty of things at each other. Rakesh ducks, sidewalk slam, cover. 1, 2, and a kick out by Jetpack. Jetpack once again surviving the power of Rakesh, and the perseverance in the heart of Jetpack can't be undervalued here. Referee once again checking on both of these competitors, both down and out. These two men having a hard time getting each other up to their feet here. Rakesh, it looks like he's going to be getting up to his feet here first. Jetpack still down and out. Rakesh, what could he have in mind? We know there's so many things that Rakesh does from out of this corner that it's hard to predict what exactly he's going to do. Rakesh stalking Jetpack here. Throwing some blows to Jetpack. And once again, following it up with another punch. Dropping the smaller man. Jetpack throwing blows of his own. Trying to do everything he can. He's got Rakesh on the ropes. Back suplex by the baseball star. Rakesh is down and out. Back suplex by the baseball star. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out by Rakesh. Both men down and out. Jetpack able to come back into this match with those strikes and hit that back suplex on Rakesh, but Rakesh surviving. Both of these men know what's on the line. Both of these men know AfterShock awaits them. Ties up. Russian leg sweep by Jetpack. And he's looking to follow it up here with a seated forearm by Jetpack. Let's take another look at this. He hits the sweep here, and then he hits the forearm by on Rakesh here. What a combination by Jetpack. But Jetpack is going to have to keep his foot on the gas if he wants to come out of this with the W. Jetpack, the first to get to his feet here. Rakesh having a hard time getting into his feet after that combination by the baseball star. He's got him underneath. What could he be looking for? Runs up the ropes. Bulldog by Jetpack. Bulldog, will this finish it? Cover. 1, 2, and another kick out by Rakesh. Rakesh staying in it. Jetpack hit the Bulldog that we saw him hit on Chambers, on Mayhem and Hendrix. And some established offense there by Jetpack. Going for the Famouser. Caught. And a back suplex by Rakesh. Rakesh again having him scouted cover. One thing I can say about Rakesh is he has clearly watched tape on his opponents. He has had several of Jetpack's moves scouted here today. And he countered that with a back suplex. And Rakesh could be looking for that spear to put Jetpack away. Counter! Famouser! Famouser! Cover! 1, 2, and a kick out by Rakesh. Jetpack countered that spear out of nowhere with the Famouser because Rakesh was looking to finish him there. Jetpack scouting his opponent. Zigzag! Cover! 1, 2, 3, and it is going to be Jetpack that moves on to AfterShock to face Juggernaut in the finals for the Nex-Gen Championship. Strong performances by both men. The strength on display from Rakesh, but Jetpack. Let's take another look at this, how this transpired. Jetpack counters the Famouser out of the spear, follows it up with the zigzag, and that is going to do enough to get the win here and advance him to the finals of AfterShock. Congratulations to Jetpack. What a pivotal win for his young career.
Let's meet contestant number 1. He's a schizophrenic serial killer
is the theme song of Juggernaut, the very man that Jetpack will meet in the finals at AfterShock for this Next-Gen Championship. One of those two men is walking out of AfterShock as Next-Gen Champion. Oh no. I don't think Jetpack sees Juggernaut. Juggernaut stalking Jetpack from behind. Jetpack launching him up. Massive choke slam by Juggernaut. Juggernaut sending a message to his AfterShock opponent there. Well, we saw it there. Juggernaut and Jetpack is going to be the finals at AfterShock for the Next-Gen Championship. But up next is the moment we've all been waiting for. King Krunch's return at Reborn. Chase Chambers, the WTW champion. These two men go face to face right now. We saw what King Krunch had to say. King Krunch established the fact that Chase Chambers has been unable to defeat him. Chase Chambers said he knows that nobody's going to be able to take this belt away from him because he fought so hard. The fans stood behind him, and Chase Chambers has no intention of losing that championship anytime soon. We have waited for 2 weeks now for these men to go face to face. King Krunch confronted the victor of the Gauntlet Eliminator, and Chase Chambers following the Gauntlet match. And we'll have to see what they have to say here.
We all know why I'm here.
Yes, we do. Chase Chambers, and here comes none other than his opponent at AfterShock, the most accomplished, the longest reigning WTW champion, the only man to defeat every single person on the roster in singles matches, King Krunch. King Krunch made his return at Reborn, and he made it known immediately what he wants. He wants his WTW championship. He wants that crown back. Let's see what he has to say to Chase Chambers. Who can possibly get the mental edge going into their main event match at AfterShock for that WTW championship?
Would you like to start us off?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
You really think you're the real world champion right now?
That's what it says.
Who'd you beat?
Everybody in this company.
I mean, so have I.
Yeah?
Have you ever beaten me, though?
I sure haven't, Krunch, but let me ask you
Hold
this.
6-0.
6-0, fair enough. How many years ago was this, Krunch?
Year or two ago, a couple years ago.
Try like maybe 7 or 8. Do I look like the same Chase Chambers anymore that you were able to beat and be 6-0 against?
I mean, yeah. I mean, jeans, shirt, backwards hat. I beat you all the time back then, dressed the same. I mean, what do you got to prove? What do I have to prove to those pissant fans that I'm the real WTW champion right here?
I think you need to prove yourself again and prove that you can beat me, the current WTW champion, 7 years later. Because I can tell you right now, Krunch, as much as you want to bring up that you're undefeated against me, all this other bullshit, at the end of the day, I'm the one holding the gold, and I'm the one who's changed for the better, and you're coming back, and you're still the same old Krunch, gonna do the same old bullshit, and you're gonna get beat.
Yeah, same old shit. I'm gonna beat you 1, 2, 3, get my arm raised, get my title back, and sit back on the throne that I built right here in WTW. You think this place made it as far as it did without me as champ? You think guys like T-Bone kept this place afloat?
We'll see if you can do that without cheating. When it comes to AfterShock, I think you're gonna learn real quick what I mean when I say things have changed now, Krunch.
All I gotta say.
All I gotta say too. All I gotta say too. Good luck.
You'll need it.
We'll see about that.
Strong words there by the champion Chase Chambers and the challenger King Krunch. These two men meet at AfterShock 2 weeks from today. One of these men is walking out with the gold. Will Chase Chambers retain, or will King Krunch walk out with the championship and the throne that he believes is his? Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I just said, and you see it here, AfterShock, the next time we come to you 2 weeks from today, Juggernaut versus Jetpack in the tournament finals for the Nex-Gen Championship. Ace Armbruster and Jackson Hendrix settling their beef, and King Krunch and Chase Chambers in the main event for the WTW Championship. We'll see you in 2 weeks.